When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. My father would come home to mother, and we were happy. Then, one night, they were supposed to kill my father, but they didn't. They left his samurai's life, walked the road of vengeance, and he took me with him.
You could keep trying to solve your problems by force like you do now, but the world will keep on turning. You can't build a castle if all you've got is carpenters. First, you sharpen your plane, because when you start, that's the first tool you use. Now take your seat, boy. Starting right now, I'm gonna teach you how to read.
Hey everybody. Fuck. Alright, here we go. This is the for real time. This one's the real one. Hey everybody, and welcome to Roll 420 Nights on the Binge on this network. I'm Connor, and I'll be your keeper today. I'm joined with Alex.
Hey.
Star.
What up?
And of course you all know Bryan.
What up, boy? Connor, my man. Lead us into this. Explain to me what I gotta do, brother.
Alrighty, so
Explain to me what we're playing first, dog.
So we're going to be playing a game called Call of Cthulhu. It is a horror-based RPG that exists in kind of the Lovecraft mythos. So instead of being mighty adventurers fighting against dragons, we're going to be scared as crap and trying not to get our souls ripped out from our bodies. In a game like D&D, you're a powerful barbarian, and in Call of Cthulhu, you're like a librarian. You're like somebody that's kind of into flying planes, but not really that good at it. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna real quick kind of establish a relationship with you guys. What's happened is, Meryl, you have received an invitation to a like a kind of a science seminar that's going on in Maine. And there's going to be a boat that ferries you to this seminar. Clyde, you have also been hired by this seminar to do all the legal paperwork for them. And you will be shoving off on the Delilah, a small yacht that will ferry you up through the North Atlantic and then finally into a port in Maine. He points out kind of ahead of you guys, and you see there's this great big iceberg. I mean, you guys are up in the North Atlantic, so it's cold up there. But look out on the iceberg, and there is this huge ship just off on the horizon, and it's kind of lodged in the iceberg,
Like stuck in the iceberg?
Yeah. Alrighty, so you guys approach and kind of from one side of this structure. So from one side, you come over these doors, and they're these huge metal doors. And on the, God, I wish I knew what port and stern was. On the
Port's
port
left,
side,
right?
Stern is back, port is left, starboard is right.
Starboard. Okay. So on the port side, you guys see that the doors are ripped out. They're just like something inside wanted out, and it just beaten its way out of these doors. On the starboard side, however, the door is completely missing. The frame of the door looks like someone beat the door in. This is a huge metal door, though. And there's a long corridor sort of lined with a few rooms. And I'll just let you, there's numbers in all these rooms, so you can tell me which room you want to check out, and I'll tell you what you find.
I'll check out room number 2.
I'll check out room number 1.
I'll go with Meryl.
All right, so let's do Alex first, because he said his thing first. So Alex, you walk in to the kitchen, and it's just this huge, well, maybe not huge, but it's a definitely a good-sized kitchen. As you kind of look around, there's all sorts of pots and pans and a sort of paraphernalia. There's, pots of food that are frozen solid almost. sitting on unlit stoves. A pot of stew is overturned on the ground and frozen on the floor. And there's all sorts of, spatulas and knives and frying pans laying all over the place. It looks like whoever left in a huge hurry.
All right. I look for any cooking oil, and even if it's frozen, I'll tuck it close to my body to warm it up.
Perfect. Okay, so you find some cooking oil, and it's not frozen. It's it's all right. It's good.
All right. I grab it.
Out of character, does cooking oil freeze?
I don't think so.
It would coagulate at most.
Yeah, so it'd be like real thick.
Cool.
So and then you guys said room number 1, right?
Yes, Meryl and I did. Yep.
Alrighty. So you guys go in and it's a very stately, very nice dining room. There's rows of chairs, half-eaten meals sitting on just cold white plates, and the cutlery is all scattered around. If you were to take a guess, this is probably the officers' dining room instead of just the crew's.
All right. Can I roll a spot check?
You absolutely can.
I will do that.
Can I grab a knife?
You absolutely can.
I grab a knife and I look over at her and I toss it over to her and I'm like, you need something on you other than a monkey wrench.
I kind of hesitantly grab for the knife and slowly take it and thank him.
Alrighty.
And my spot check is 50.
50. Okay, I went ahead and Star, I gave you a kind of a butter knife.
Oh, I thought it was a steak
you picked up
knife.
off the ground.
I look back at her and I'm like, with that over there, you'll be unstoppable. And I like wink, thinking it's a steak knife.
And you said you rolled a 50, Star?
I did.
Okay. And you kind of pan around the room. And out of the corner of your eye from the door, you see this large white mass just dart past the door.
And I'm going to tap Hambone and be like, did you see that?
Yark? And I look over and I'm like,
You saw nothing.
I'd like to spot check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Specifically, I'd like to spot check for the way the room has looked like it's like been okay, for one, is the room disheveled or is everything set out like it's about to get?
It's set out kind of like it's like the meal was half eaten. Like they'd sat down and started eating. Okay. And then maybe they hit the iceberg or whatever, and everybody kind of jumped up and like, oh shit, kind of ran around.
Okay. Are there any wardrobes? Is there any chests? Are there anything in the room that I could potentially search for? And if so,
no, not really. I mean, it's a dining room.
I take the tablecloth off the dining table.
Okay, you have it.
And that's it, right? No candles, anything like that there?
Yeah, okay, there's some candles.
I'll take the candles too. I'll take the candles. And then is that door busted in or is it busted out?
It is just open.
Just open. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go to room. I look over at her and I'm like, let's head to lucky room number 13. That's what they say, right? And I just start walking.
I'm pretty sure that's not what they say, but let's go.
Well, tomato, potato. Speaking of potatoes, let me tell you a story I heard recently of potatoes. And then this old man and his wife. And then as I'm telling the story.
Alrighty, Alex, where are we heading?
Is everyone else heading? Oh, I'll head to room number 3 then.
I mean, you can meet up with them if you want.
I'll check out room number 3.
Alrighty. So rule number 3 is lovely. Okay, so you walk in, and it's very much like the officer's dining room. Not that you were there, but there is one main difference. The tables are all knocked over, and some seem to be kind of set in the middle of the room, almost like a barricade. But they've been sort of like knocked aside, and there's fresh blood, not fresh, but frozen. Sorry, frozen blood spattered on the wall, frozen solid.
Okay, well, I hurry to find the other 2 so I can inform them that there was a bloodbath. Where's the captain? Mr. Captain Man.
I'm gonna call him Captain Ship.
He came with us?
No, he's on the ship. He's on the Delilah.
Okay.
Clyde, as you run out into the hall, all kind of shaken up, you see the two of them, kind of walking out of the officers' dining room and heading down to the 13th room.
Okay, I join up with them and I tell them what I saw.
And then she looks at her husband and she says, she sold it because of bushels. You get it? She sold it. She'd been having sex with tons of men. Oh, hey, Clive, what's...
Oh, God.
I heard something about sex, and we'll pick up that thread later because I have a lot to say on that subject.
And nobody wants to hear it, Clive.
Oh, God.
That may yet be debatable. But, guys, whatever happened here was violent. There was a bloodbath in room 3.
I audibly do that.
A literal bloodbath?
Well, perhaps not bathing in blood. I mean, But
were there any weapons?
No, but whatever happened on the ship was violent.
Okay, let's check room 13.
So room 13 is what is called an off-duty mess, and it is it's a mess hall, a room where people who are off-duty can
Make a mess.
Can make a mess in any mess they want. They've got whole tubs of Legos, just dump them out.
I grabbed the Lego pieces.
The perfect
I'm
trap.
headed for the Lincoln Logs. But...
It's the perfect trap. I mean, if somebody runs over those things, they're done. That's it. They're not going to be able to survive that. I mean, it's sort of a recreation room, and nothing too crazy really going on in here.
Any type of like foosball table, ping pong table?
There's a ping pong table. Yes.
I grabbed the ping pongs balls.
Why
and
do
the
you
net
keep making
the net off of the table.
The tiny net.
Yep.
I'm gonna make you type that in, Brian. I'm not typing in the ping pong balls in the tiny net.
Okay, I gotcha. I put them away and okay. So am I to understand that on this map that 13 and 13 are what, connected by a hallway or?
There's a hallway between, and which leads down to, and as you kind of go down, you see it leads down to another room.
And that would be room 16 or 6?
It'd be 6, yes.
Okay. I would like to.
I'm sorry, that's actually room 10.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I would like to look around room 10.
Could I perhaps pick the lock?
You can roll lockpick.
And this is to open what?
Room number 10.
Oh,
Whatever's
it's locked.
in there.
Oh, okay.
Locked door.
Oh,
You rolled a.
oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me, dog.
no.
I'll roll a pick. And this is for
Lockpick.
so my locksmith is 16.
Yeah,
And-
you are probably the best locksmith we have.
Yeah, but I rolled a 68, it looks like.
So you're kind of, jimmying around, and you're unsuccessful. No luck, really. You can push that roll if you want, or you can buy it down with all your luck ever.
Nah, I'm good. What's it? Well, I look over at whatever 6 is. What's 6? Like the
What's
room 6?
6?
Like room 6? Or...
Okay, so that's it's just weird how they've done that. But 6 designates that it's the motor casing for the ship. So you don't need to, that's going to be on every single map, and it does not matter for any of them.
Okay. Does 10 lead into any? Oh, wait. So you're saying to get any further past 10 to either go to 12 or 11, we need to pick that lock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a steel door, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, you can go around. Yeah, you can go around. So yes, it's a steel door. So it could be pried open, maybe, with enough strength and with like a crowbar or something like that. There's also doors over here to 11. There's a door there to door 7. There's there.
Okay.
9.
I'll come out to door 7. I'll come upstairs and head out to door 7.
So that is the crew cargo, and you enter in and you see kind of the. It seems to be like kind of the personal effects of the people here. All the crews, just pictures. They each have kind of a little cubby, a little box, and you notice there should be probably about 13 or 14 people on this ship.
I'd like to spot check for some shoes that fit me.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Roll spot hidden.
Or would I even need to do that? I guess
Not really. I mean, you could just devote the time to open each box and everything.
I'll roll it. I rolled a 77.
Give me a no from me, dog.
Yep.
So off a cursory check, I'm just kind of glancing around. You don't see any shoes.
Okay. Do I see any Do I see any signs of struggle or anything like that?
No, not in this room.
Not in that room. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll go check room
Now-
number 9.
Number 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So number 9 opens up easily enough. It is a cargo office. So the guy who's in charge of all the cargo would work here. It's full of shelves and filing cabinets lining the wall. Just a great assortment, all sorts of cargo manifests and legal documents and customs forms. There's a cluttered desk in the middle of the room with a chair by it. The chair sort of tipped over. As you kind of thumb through these different cargo manifests, you notice that this ship was carrying all sorts of dairy products, vegetables, fresh fruit, and a large cargo of meat, of pork and beef here.
Okay, I want to specifically look for when this ship set sail and where this ship was going. Is that available in any of these logs?
That actually
Listen to my voice. Listen to how fucking professional this just got. There's money on the line.
That is big smart. We're talking big brain right here. Give me a second because I actually have the answer to that.
No worries. I'll sing myself a she shanty while I'm looking. I'm like, "Grr, I see seashells by the seashore. Seashells by the seashore."
All right, and it's set. We'll say it's set sail February 16th of this year.
Do I know the date? Do I know what date it is?
You don't.
Okay.
Just because you're a dirty, smelly hobo
For sure.
who passed out drunk on a boat and then woke up in the sea. So you're not really sure. You know it's probably February.
Okay. That's my move.
Alrighty. Guys, gals.
Well, I'm going to join him in the room and peruse the legal documents, because you mentioned there were some legal documents in this room.
There are some legal documents in this room. There are. Okay. And what you do is you find the documents about the law of salvage, which you know a little bit about, right? You've managed to kind of talk your way through this. But it states that the discoverer of a shipwreck is entitled to its full value and all goods recovered. Since the owner of the vessel has given up trying to recover the shipwreck, the discoverer is deemed to have full rights of its content, although abandonment of the vessel must be proven. So you have to prove that this vessel was abandoned. The law of fines, which is also included, does not apply, where it does not apply, the person who salvages the ship is not entitled to the salvaged vessel, but is entitled to a reward. So if the owner of the vessel is still trying to get it, you still would be entitled to a very large reward, as long as you're able to return the ship by minimizing damage to the ship and the environment and perils to other people. And then there's other legal documents, just customs information and stuff like that.
Customs.
There were no animals listed or anything. It's all just produce. It's all just milk and shit.
Produce, meat, but not live meat.
Where did it show us where it came from? Where did it set sail from?
Yes, it set sail from Norway
Where was it going?
to Boston.
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 Is there anything?
Boston.
We look at each other. Yarg.
Boston.
Boston. Is there anything curious about the cargo manifest, or anything that seems off, or anything like that?
Roll law for me.
Okay.
See, if court was decided that way, things would be faster. They'd be like, okay, prosecutor,
Treat me well,
roll.
guy. Treat me well. Ooh, nice. 10.
Okay, yeah. That's a pass roll first off. So you needed only a 35, and you look, and these documents seem to check out. There's nothing really unusual. They all have their proper custom stamps, and it just seems as though this is a legal. They're called a reefer, a refrigerator ship, cargo ship. It was traveling from Norway to Boston, carrying all sorts of perishable goods.
Guys, there's something off about this ship, but these documents don't seem to give any indication as to what it is. But something busted busted its way through those doors and killed some of these crew members. So either something was aboard and they didn't know about it, like you, Hambone, or something came aboard.
And then there are also stairs there that you could go up. Just in here. They're here.
In the ninth room? In the ninth room?
No, over here by the 13th room.
I'll take the stairs to the next deck.
I'll follow.
All right.
Yeah,
What about-
follow as well.
Oh my
you
god, I
find-
forgot it was levels. I forgot there was levels of this shit.
There's 5 levels to go through. So
Oh, sick.
you know,
all right.
there's lots of stuff. Alrighty, so you guys get up, and this appears to be, you walk up this dark stairway that leads up to the second level, and up to even further higher levels. The corridor is just deathly silent. And as you reach the second level, you find that it seems to be the crew's sleeping quarters. All the doors unlocked, most are ajar, and swinging idly as the ship kind of rocks gently with the waves. Every so often, you'll hear a slam as a metal door will slam shut and then kind of hang itself back open.
I take out my candles and I hand them out to the homies. And I'm like, here, homies, light the candles and use them for the darkness.
Arg.
Arg. Yeah, yarg. I look at him, but my yarg is a lot softer after he says yarg. I'm like, yarg. Okay, so we have candles. So I would using the candle light. I guess I try and look for blood, right? Because Clive saw a shit ton of blood downstairs. So my guess would be that's what I guess we should follow, whatever chaos. Well, in hindsight, shouldn't we have gone through that door that got busted open and bloodied out that left outside?
That just went out to the hallway from where you guys came from. He walked in from the hallway, and this door is just inside. It is a bloodbath.
Oh, it didn't lead the door. There was only one in, one out.
That was the one in. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'd like to spot check for blood. That's a 5.
Oh boy. So you see that there's blood, all right, and there seems to be sort of a trail.
I taste it to make sure it's blood.
Oh God. Okay.
I do
Oh,
it
wow.
really cool too. Where is it? On the floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I
on the
go-
walls, like it's kind of spattered around, like kind of a light spatter.
Yeah. I put my hand up and I go, shh. It's blood.
That's blood, all right. So, and you see the blood sort of leads down the hall, and into room number 17.
I look at them. Okay.
Go.
I don't generally like to go towards spooky things. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I'm scared of the dark. But we don't really have an option here, so I'll go wherever you guys want to go.
Let's go toward the blood. Let's get answers.
So, as you get to room 17, you push open the door, and it kind of swings freely. And it's a medical room. It contains there's an examination bed and a sink and all sorts of different little first aid materials, dressings, and antiseptics. And but you see them kind of strewn about the floor. There's blood smeared all around, like someone was hurt very, very badly. One of the medicine cabinets is pulled open and is sort of left again hanging ajar, and everything in this room is just deathly cold, just a thin layer of frost over everything. There's all sorts of different little medical tools, scalpels and sutures and things like that, kind of cast around the tables on all the different little counters.
I'd like to spot check for morphine.
Roll for me.
That's a 17.
God, what's your spot hidden?
25.
Alrighty, so as you kind of look in the drug cabinet, and you see that where the morphine should be is missing.
All right, let's get out of here, boys.
You glance down at the floor, and you see that the almost empty vial of morphine is laying there, right next to a used syringe.
I taste it to make sure it's morphine.
It is.
I reach down and I go, it's morphine.
I fucking hate you. Yeah, it's morphine.
Can I spot check to see if there's any kind of physician's notes lying around?
Yes.
Good one.
That's a 36, and my spot check is 25. Damn it.
You can buy it down for 11 points. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I was just offering to offer, but I wouldn't.
No, 11's too much.
All right, anything you guys want to check out here? We're moving up.
Oh, let's move on.
Yark.
Okay. I mean, there is also like the crew lounge, as well as the crew cabins, if you want to look in those.
But this is where the blood went, right?
The blood came to the medical room, yeah.
And it doesn't go anywhere else?
It came from
Like,
the
what's
crew.
in that little room next to the AC room?
Room 18.
Like, if you see 17 and then you go through a little doorway and then there's, like, 17 still. Is that just, like, a closet? Is there something in there?
Yeah, it's a closet. It's a medical closet.
Okay.
So that's kind of the stuff that you were rifling through.
Cool. All right. let's head down the contractor way and peek down those doors.
All right. Each room is sort of has a small locker, personal belongings, as well as different clothing and personal touches, like, kind of dirty pictures of ladies and, what you'd expect on a ship, full of men that are out at sea for long periods of time. And in those rooms, you also find spatters of blood, frozen to the sheets or the walls.
I grab one of those nudie pictures.
I knew you were going to do that.
I grab one for you and me, though. I grab one down and I go, I've always been more of a blonde. And I hand him a redhead or a brunette or whatever. But don't let Meryl know we're monsters. I think I got a shot. I think between you and me. And I hog like a really disgusting hobo loogie and I scratch the side of my head and I'm like, I think I might have a shot. And I go out the door. I'm just like a disgusting, horrible hobo, ugly, horrible man.
Does anybody have a weapon out or anything? Are you guys just
I was actually
going to
mention that, but you were describing everything so well that I didn't want to interrupt you. But I have my knife, my big ass knife in my hand. And I have my candle in the other one.
I have the flare gun close to hand, but not necessarily in hand.
Like tucked in your pants or something. Like Tupac style.
Yeah.
Love it.
Exactly.
What about you, Meryl?
I've got the wrench tucked away, but I'm presumably still holding that dull ass knife that Hambone gave me.
Thank God for Hambone.
The steak knife, but actual butter knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I go,
all right,
everyone, let Meryl lead the way. She has the best blade out of all of us.
and I'm gonna say, you guys go into the corridor first. I'll be right there, and then I'll lead the way. Okay.
That seems suspicious. I look at Clive. That seems oddly suspicious, doesn't it?
Well, this isn't a case where ladies first really applies.
You're right. Look at us, two gentlemen arguing in an alley.
In an alley?
Sorry. Yarg. I'm I cover my mouth really quickly, and I'm like, I'm just a humble pirate. And head to number 15.
Number 15. In this room, this is the bosun's room, or the boatswain's room, and it's the maintenance guy of the ship. You find the dirtiest pictures in this guy's room. I mean, it's just a bedroom, and he's got a lot of kind of dirty pictures
sick.
in
I
there.
get really I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! They look, oh Jesus Christ! I puke in the corner. He's a fucking monster, Clive.
Clive, as you look, I mean, they're normal pictures. It's just a lot of naked ladies, full frontal and stuff.
Well, this being the 1920s, chances are they're classic pinup styles. I kind of comment to Hambone, I think I have some of these actually on the walls of my office, come to think of it. That one looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, well, Clive, I was joking. Anyone who has this type of art on their wall is a cool guy to me. Yarg. And
I had a chance to represent a pinup artist during a court case at one time. I mean, it didn't really work out well for either of us, and particularly for the man. You see, underage. Never mind.
Jesus,
I really
understand,
know what the judge
Clive.
was thinking.
Should God be blamed for his creations? I understand. So wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. You said this is the crew's. No, this is the weirdo. This is the janitors. Is there a mop?
Janitors.
Is there a mop in here? Some type of broom, mop. No, better yet, is there like a crowbar, like something that I can use to pry doors open with?
Give me a spot hidden.
Sure.
While he's rolling his spot hidden, I'll just say that Meryl waited behind and has heard that they've moved on, and she hears commotion in the next room. So she's getting ready to hurry up over there, but not before she can sneak one of the nudes into the pocket of her skirt as she follows them.
Out of
Meryl's
character.
a lesbian.
Fucking
Gracie.
I love this. I'd like to amend your
31.
backstory to make her 31. What's your stat?
I'm sorry, 31 with my spot hidden of 25. I fail, unfortunately.
Oh man. I'm changing your coworker that you're in love with is Darcy now.
Sick.
You also smoke cigars.
She's
So
hella stacked.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. But Meryl, as you pull down the picture and kind of lean out to see, to make sure no one's looking, you see this huge, just white thing, kind of looking in on the room that the boys are in. And then it sort of slinks off down the hall and then down the stairs.
Okay. As I approach the room the guys are in, I'm gonna, hey, Hambone,
Yarg Merle, I hear you, darling. What can I do for you?
has it just been the two of you in this room the whole time?
Yeah, of course. Me and Clive over here, just we're hiding the pictures behind our back. You know, just talking politics and you know the Kaiser, right, buddy?
It does look like
I'm
Germany
like-
will be a threat again in the foreseeable future. It's true.
Of course, verily and forsooth. Okay, spot check for the failed. Okay, let's go to number 14.
And kind of as you look around the room, you don't see you don't see a crowbar, but you do see a small ring of keys.
Ooh, I grabbed those keys.
Great. Alrighty, and 14. So as you go into 14, and that is the cook's room, and you don't see any nudie pictures of women in there. But when you close, as the ship rocks, the door sort of swings shut on its own, and on the back of the door there is kind of a risque picture, but it is of a man.
I'm cool with that, right, guys? I'm pretty progressive.
Hambone, progressive homeless man.
I've seen a lot in my life. Cool. I would like to spot check for a chef's hat.
Roll for it.
Fuck me. That's an 89.
Okay. Do you want to push the roll or buy it down?
Why, no, not for fucking when some Cthulhu shows up. So, do you really want this chef hat? I guess, dog. Really, that's what it takes. No, I'm good. I'm not pushing it.
And can I do a spot roll for a chef's knife?
Yes.
How badly do you want this chef hat, Bryan? I don't know.
That's gonna be a 25.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, 25 out of 25.
All right. So
Ooh.
you nice. You nailed it. So you kind of search through the room, and kind of as you search, you think that likely all of his knives are probably kept in the kitchen, and you kind of, just to be sure, you lift up his mattress, and there are so many pictures of naked dudes under it. Sorry, did you say you grab one too?
Yeah, I'll take the best of the bunch.
All right.
The biggest dong.
You know what? Me too. I jump in there and I'll grab one too, right? I figure why not? Look at this guy.
What are you doing?
Oh, just thinking. And I tuck it away.
No judgment.
I should hope not. We all look at Clive. Me and Meryl both look at Clive. We're like knee deep in man porn. You want to jump in on this, Clive, or before we leave the room?
I kind of pick one up, look at it, and say, I should commission this fellow to make a portrait of me.
Hey, yarg indeed. That's a yarg bone between you and me, brother. Oh, wait, I'm slipping into Hulk Hogan there. Hold on. Yarg, brother. Oh no, it's happening. It's already begun.
Okay. And do me a favor, don't check 18. Because and this is not me trying to be sneaky. It is nothing.
Okay.
It is the description is electronics, and there's no description in the book, and I don't know why the fuck they put it there.
Okay. We check 18.
So
Okay. Yeah. All right, we check 16.
So you go into 16, and this is it's a laundry room. And there's all sorts of, different kind of cold weather gear and maritime clothing inside, as well as, various buckets and things as soaps that are used to wash the clothing, which are all frozen solid at this point.
I don't know. I don't know anything. What is this place? To clean your clothes? I've never heard of that. Why not just wear your clothes until they rip off your body from the sheer nature of life? And I leave in disgust. Cleaning your clothes. Ridiculous.
Can I spot check for blood?
Yes.
8.
Ooh.
And you search through this room, and just very, very thoroughly, and there doesn't seem to be any blood in this room. I mean, it's just cold, sterile, frozen, frosty laundry room.
Okay, so no one's trying to clean up after themselves. All right.
I head to the crew lounge.
Alrighty. And so,
well, I don't say that. I mean, Hambone doesn't say that. Bryan said that. I spot check for blood.
Okay.
I rolled a 53.
Okay. Well, when you walk into the crew lounge, it is, again, just, frozen. The carpet is frozen, even from the frost that is, permeated it. And there's all sorts of little cheap but very comfy chairs and coffee tables. There is a bar, and behind it is and there's a metal grate which is drawn closed and locked. Behind it is various bottles of liquor. And the metal grate is kind of bent and damaged, as if someone tried to kind of pry their way into it. And there's also a deck of playing cards kind of strewn across the floor. Beside that metal grate, that's that broken metal grate, you find a crowbar. It's lying on the ground.
I use the crowbar to, pry my way into the liquor cabinet, and I look for the most expensive bottles available.
Give me a strength check to get on in there.
Can I assist him? Help him while he's prying?
Both of you, yes, and there's a rule for that. So what I'm going to do is, who has the lower strength is Hambone at 58. So I'm going to add 58 to, so Alex, give me a roll with advantage.
All right, that's 91. I guess I've been drinking too much already.
So, and then do it again for another try at it, because you've got advantage on it.
All right, that is a 60.
And that is, you're right on the money. So, and you're pulling, and then Hambone kind of pushes, and the gate gives way and, breaks loose, and just kind of hangs limply.
Sick, I say. And I grab the crowbar from him. I'll hold on to this. You have yourself a good time, Clive.
That grate, when it pops, it just kind of echoes through this dark, cold, sterile building. And Meryl, are you with them?
Yeah, I'm with them.
And you kind of look over, you see it. You see this heaping monstrosity, just white and covered in scales, and it reaches out, making a swipe at Hambone.
Hambone!
And Hambone, as you look over your shoulder, you see nothing.
And that's where we're ended.
Alrighty, guys and dolls, thanks for joining us here on Roll for 20's Nights and another great game of Call of Cthulhu. I look forward to seeing you guys next week, and I really look forward to you checking out our other shows, including Same of All Trades, This, That, and the Other, Reading Ronin, and of course, Roll 420 with Drew, Banana Hammock Martin, Dungeon Master Extraordinaire. I want to thank all my players, and I want to thank all of you, viewers at home. Until next time, stay frosty.
Stay frosty, boys.